Welcome back for the final portion of character creation of Almost Oregon, where surprisingly we actually made it to Oregon.
I did not think this was going to happen.
Yeah, I don't think anybody thought this was going to happen.
Yeah, I definitely did not expect this.
So I heard a rumor that you got the cards?
Yeah, I copy and pasted really fast, and I dragged some things around, and I actually did it in time. I'm amazed.
You did.
Um,
Good job.
Let me bring us over so the stream can see these wonderful cards.
All right, so the original idea for this game was that you would have enough traits that you didn't need cards, that you would just have use some of the cards for aspects and some of them for skills. And then I would have a system for making your own skills. But it's become obvious because I've shortened the game so much that we need skills. We need pre-made skills. So I pre-made some skills. My options are I let you guys choose whatever skills you think sound cool. And then I'll explain what they mean, because they all actually mean something. I just haven't written it out. Or B, I will give you choices of skills based on me watching the VODs and what spaces you landed on.
I kind of like that second one, personally.
Second one sounds interesting.
Interesting, yeah.
Because I'm going to be like, here, let's say you might get lead at the Kansas River because it's your first real stop. So lead would be a skill you would pick up at rivers if you decided to land it at rivers, and each of these spots would have a different selection of skills you could get. So if you landed on a river, you would pick 3 skills. I mean, you would just draw 3 skills at random, and then you would pick one to add to your character. And this would be what you get for succeeding on the roll. This would be your choice instead of an event.
It sounds way more complicated than I thought it was going to be.
Is that too complicated?
I mean, it sounds like we'd be going back and watching the VODs, determining whether you succeeded or failed, and then making choices. Sounds really kind of time consuming.
Okay.
Still,
I mean, I would watch the VOD offline,
but
and just give you the choices. But if you think that was to be too, yes, I would give you the choices for next time. I would have the choices ready for you.
Don't give me homework.
Yeah,
I will not give you homework. There will be no homework.
If this is something that you'd have ready for us next session, then yeah, if you're willing to put in that effort, sure. But I'm with Ceres on this one. Don't give me homework.
There'll be no homework.
I regrettably do not have time to do homework.
No. This is
to go back and enjoy homework. But
this is like when the teacher takes your homework and then he grades it.
Okay,
it's like that.
And then we're just going to get our results back.
Grade us.
Yes.
On our...
Can I just say, though, I really, for my character to work, I need to have inventing. So please put that in one of my selections.
Yeah, I think that, like, I think even after I do what I suggest, there will still be slots open for you to pick whatever you want.
Okay, cool.
So, like, here's an event. You would just put, like, an event over there. And Theo?
Yeah. You should copy it just in case anybody else winds up picking up invent.
Perhaps the inventing bug of Jordan would also like to be able to invent.
Yes, that would be good. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yep.
Thank you.
All right. So I will worry about that. You will just come next week. You will pick your skills. We're going to talk a little bit about campaign aspects, which also be lines and veils. So if there's anything particularly you have an issue with, please feel free to talk about at that time, and we will make up a line or a veil to protect you.
All right.
Should Lavender and I mention what we picked up for our weird?
Yeah, let's see what your weird skills are.
I picked machine telepathy.
Nice.
Basically, the idea communicate and possibly control, not necessarily just my inventions, though that was my original thought. And then I'm like, no, you just talk to all machines. Why not?
It's fantastic.
And I can see diagramming in the Bible, which is my hymnal code.
Cool.
Nice.
Cool.
So this is a little bit of a thing. So skills are either active or narrative. So machine telepathy seems like it'd be an active skill, right? You'd actually be doing that.
I think so, yeah.
And you would use the hymnal skill to do maneuvers and otherwise change the world, right? You would be defining the world behind the scenes.
Probably. That's what I
So,
imagine.
like, these are like the split between skills that I'm imagining. Each of these skills has like one of those. Like, invent is an active skill; you actually invent stuff. But map is a passive skill because you're declaring what the world is. Instead of like, GM, I look at the map, what's there, you will be like, GM, I use my map skill. This is what is ahead of us.
Cool.
All right.
I like it.
So I will improve my skill cards for next time. These are like alpha version 1 skills.
These will be
and
much cooler
you use
skills.
Yeah, you only have 12 of these skills, and as you level up you will be able to make the skills broader. So if you want to invent with gossip, okay, you could do that.
Okay.
But you have to spend XP on it.
Inventing a story.
Exactly.
Another thing is that the way powers work, I'm kind of stealing from a Strange Fate. It's a version of Fate where it's based on Service Club, which is the original RPG. I got the idea of having a game in this setting with, it was basically a Victorian era superheroes game in Victorian Europe, Victorian England. And they didn't have America's timeline too spread out. So I started filling it in. And that's where everything really came from. So how it handles it is when you have a strange ability, instead of rolling 4DF, you're rolling a D6 in place of one of the fate dice for however powerful your strange skill is.
Oh, okay.
And you can spend fate points to temporarily make a skill strange. But if you do it too strange, you can keep doing it over and over again. So like maybe you want to roll 46 instead of 4 fate dice. If you make it too strange, then the whole world will get stranger. And everybody will be at the power level, or at least a higher power level, because of what you've done.
Interesting.
And if you do it too much, the world explodes.
Okay.
All right.
How much is too much?
I think about 80 times over the course of a campaign.
Okay.
I'm gonna keep track.
I'm okay with an apocalypse. I'm just gonna throw that out there.
I'm also pretty much okay with an apocalypse too.
All right. So I'll see you guys next week. We'll finish our characters. We'll begin the apocalypse.
I'll start an apocalypse countdown clock.
Next week or week after next?
Week after.
Oh yeah, 2 weeks. I'm sorry.
Yes.
I live in this world where no matter when it was, the last session was yesterday. That's just how my brain works. So
Nice.
I'll see you guys tomorrow.
Okay, we'll see you tomorrow.
Why don't
/ 2 weeks.
Go ahead and do your shout outs then, Golden, for next time.
All right. I'm Golden. You can find me on twitch.tv/GoldenWH. I like to play role-playing games, so every few months we switch up what we're playing. Right now we're playing Stars Without Number, where I play Space Pirate Princess, and my friends who we have an anarcho-communist kind of rulership over our spaceship, and it works out perfectly. There's actually been very little conflict. So come see how to model your future world governments based off our role-playing game.
Awesome. KingSeras, where can people find you on the internet when you're not here?
You can find me on Twitter. Follow me there. I am at Zenith Sun. You can check out my podcast, which I mentioned earlier on in the show. We now have a new domain name. I can't remember if I had one 2 weeks ago. I don't think I did. Bonus Experience is now at bxpcast.com. It was previously bonusbxpcast.wordpress.com. It was really long, a mouthful. Just bxpcast.com. You can find the archives of all our episodes there. We occasionally do blog posts. If you search for Bonus Experience Podcast, you should be able to find us. We're on Stitcher, we're on iTunes, we're on Google Play. Check us out. It is a discussion show. Me and my buddy Ray, we talk about games, we talk about running games, we talk about writing games, we talk about designing games. It's not an actual play yet. Working on that maybe. We might do some actual plays. It's in the future. We try to release every other Monday, though BXP has been on a brief hold due to some personal stuff, and also we are in the process of interviewing people. We're doing some new interview shows. So follow us, like us, subscribe us, give us a good review, because that actually helps other people find our shows. If you like it, please do give us a good rating, and tell your friends and enjoy it. I'm going to shut up now.
No, you're great. Hey, Lavender, I heard you made a game and that you can watch an actual play of it. Why don't you tell us more?
An actual play of it on twitch.tv/actualplay. Actually, you can actually watch us play it on Actual Play, which is Sean Nittner's Twitch channel. If you don't know Sean Nittner, open up your copy of Blades and open your eyes. Ye blind people. No, you're fine. Kelsa and I and DC and Sean are playing my really weird futuristic, but like futuristic in a futurism sort of way, not like we're setting the game in the future. It's more like some of our characters might be from the distant past, but are moving along at a faster than usual timeline. I don't know. Time is starting to get weird in that game.
Yeah.
We just went from episode 1 to discovering that we had 2 episode 1s, and in this coming Wednesday, we're going to go into our second episode. It's going to be really good.
Don't understand, but I am so intrigued.
I really love how it's our second episode.
Yeah.
Cause I see that being a thing.
Yeah. The reason it's like futuristic RPG wise is because we're tapping into Twitch chat role-playing game design. We are building Twitch audience participation into the game in a way that isn't super pushy and doesn't suck and isn't sort of exploitative in a monetary sort of way. Yeah.
It's really cool if you want to have some direction over where we take the show in the game. Come by, make yourself a monster, and then slip into our dreams. That'll make sense if you buy the chat game and read the rules. lets you play along at home.
Yep. And if you don't have money for that, on actual play, we just give you like a link to a Google Doc, and that's for free, and you can play for free, and it's great.
Oh, cool.
Yep.
Yeah,
Awesome.
And then Astani, how about you? I've heard you've been streaming a lot.
Yeah. Hi, I'm Staney. I am on all of the things. If you like variety streaming, I do that on my own Twitch channel, twitch.tv/Astani, Tuesdays through Fridays. You can find my schedule there. Follow me on the Twitters. I'm also an artist. I do creative streams every Wednesday, and I have a Patreon. And I'm also looking into opening up a store where you can buy my art and art on like clothes and cool things like that.
Yeah, that phone case with the silhouette, I will pay money for that. I'm just saying.
Okay. So that is still in the works, but it's getting close to being launched. So when it does, I will post it everywhere. So if you follow me on anything, you will find out about it. So yeah, that's what I'm about right now.
Awesome. Well, I'm Kelsa, and this is my channel. Thank you all for coming out. You can find me Twitch and YouTube. It's Kelsa Delphi. On Twitter, it's @Kelsa. And I now also have an Etsy, etsy.com/KelsasCrafts, where I make octopus dice bags.
I just have to.
You could buy this exact octopus that is in my hands, or one of its similar brethren, or for just a bit more, I will make you one in the colors that you specify. They'll be larger, more like the one that Astani is holding.
So
Can you
good.
make it out of like metallic yarn?
Potentially. I'm working on one right now that is a semi-metallic yarn. It's purple and shiny.
Oh,
Ooh.
that's pretty.
It's very slick. So it's been slow going, working with it. Been kind of experimenting how to handle how slick it is comparatively.
Yeah.
But I
Doesn't
think it's
that
really
yarn
good.
is thinner, so it probably takes a lot longer to make.
It is thinner. It's not the thinnest that I've worked with. Actually, I'm working on an experiment with very thin yarn.
Oh.
And in order to make it the same size as everything else, I had to double everything.
Oh yeah,
Wow.
I can imagine.
Yeah.
And so the
Oh my
legs
gosh.
took more than twice as long.
Wow.
It's I'm gonna finish it. I'm almost done with the head. But oh my gosh, I'm not doing that again. It's too much work.
Mhm.
I
No,
can
no, not
imagine.
at all.
Like I wouldn't.
I made another
Yeah, I was
one
thinking about like
out of
like-
really small. That I just kept the original pattern, and so the octopus just shrunk down. And it's only like this big.
yeah.
It's downstairs right now, but it's really tiny, and I was like, that's mine forever because it took way too much for me to do it, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
We use this yarn that has like glitter stuck in it,
Yeah,
or like bits of metal. I don't know if you've ever seen it.
I've seen that.
And I was
yeah,
thinking like that because like you're using like the really fancy thin stuff.
Well, I mean,
which
like,
is
usually
amazing,
I use something nice
but-
and thick like this.
Yeah.
This is just.
It still looks really thin to me. Maybe it's just a
not.
webcam
It's
makes
really
everything
not.
look thinner. It also makes yarn lose 10 pounds.
like, can you see the difference in thickness of these two?
Oh yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
absolutely.
So it really is
Okay,
normal sized yarn.
sweet.
Anyway, thank you all for coming out. This was a great show, and I'm really excited to play my cat boy.
Yeah, I said I would give you the chance to have some human abilities
That's good. Now he can talk at least.
And stand,
and
on,
stand
two
on
legs.
2 legs.
Yeah, and stand on 2 legs. That's right. That's right.
Mhm.
Now he can shapeshift because I decided.
Yeah, there you go.
All right.
There you
well,
go.
please join us in 2 weeks when we find out the adventures of Fiddlesticks and everybody else who cares they're not cats.
Wow.
All right.
They could be, though. They could be.
Maybe. We'll find out.
They're not cats yet.
Not cats.
Not yet.
All right. Goodbye, everybody.
All right. Good night.
Good night. It turns out this Denise character just made a giant cat house.